minuts, partidàs amb majúscules, festassa amb majúscules, Barça Sevilla.
The injury worries first with the foot and then with the abductor, but there he is, the man of the moment. And we'll have a look at the Barca starting 11. Antonio Miguel Mateolos, the referee for this evening's game.
But what is the most important aspect of a centre-forward's play is finishing off chances, and they were two outstanding.
Here's Sergio Roberto playing the ball into the centre midfield. Campos, but it comes clear with Arturo Vidal. The attempted turn by Todibo into feed. It's Messi with the flick, and the race is on. It is. He sets their tempo and rhythm.
One another
piece of goal there. Thumbs up in the centre from Luis Suarez for that ball in. Messi now the opportunity for Barcelona to break forward. Played into the centre. Turn there.
More as a midfield player, but having to do a job again, once again in that right back, looking to try and take them on, try and score goals, try and be attack-minded. Just keeping it nice and open.
And Amy with a close-up view of the benches down there.
Not even sure, entirely sure it's an attempt at goal. I think it's just forcing it back across. Well, I had sympathy for him on his first attempt. He was unlucky on that one. He was denied by fantastic goalkeeping, but right through that ball with so much power to make sure.
Done ever so well as the 23-year-old former Gremio man. That.
And it's
tonight trying to stop that man there. The pass to try and stop that. It's going to go over the wall, and in this heavy touch from Navas. And Barca will come away from a throw-in. 5 Barca players in the area. Should a cross come in. Heavy touch though. Dembele turns, plays it through to Messi, and it's a sliding challenge, and a good sliding challenge.
I expected Sevilla to sit back in numbers and look to try and play counter-attacking football, but it's Barcelona who counter. It has no chance in goal for Sevilla.
And indeed his 4th goal.
So he's in form in and around the penalty area, and they'll forgive him his mistakes. So I'm assuming he can do that part of the game.
That piece of skill.
I think he's been taught already in the short spell he's had at the club.
Lift the ball up and over the wall, and he does, and he goes for the same spot, and it's a very similar result. De Jong looking to pull away defenders. Dembele almost running into traffic. Messi kept close back 4. Barca's wingers now allowed a bit more space. Messi trying to play it through Jong. Messi. Ball bounced it. Played it straight out. Now Messi buys himself some space and then plays a wonderful ball through the line. Have a look up here. Messi, Fernando closes him down, but he tries to pick out the touch of deja vu, Terry, at the moment.
He wouldn't have been thinking too much about that game, but possibly is now.
We just saw Julian Lopetegui there. I mentioned earlier his last game in charge of Madrid was here when Los Blancos were beaten 5-1 by Barca to cross. Messi will be able to keep it in on this near side. Turns to face Reguilon and then produce Frenkie de Jong into the feet of Messi, who looked to turn. Sergio Roberto.
Madrid don't concede anywhere near.
They do maintain this scoreline, or even build on it, and do claim all. Frenkie de Jong with the touch.
Joan Jordan has come in for all.
One long. Had time and space in the first half to play a lot of balls out, but that's well controlled by Messi. Dembele on the run with a bit of space over here if they do provide that diagonal pass for him.
And the problem for Sevilla is when teams do normally defend with a narrow mid.
Vidal with the knockdown. Messi brings it under control, just brings a little bit of calm to proceed. Looking to supply the pass in, but it's thumped away, and a smart turn there.
You see as the ball is
going up, Van Stik stays on his line, headed away Out to the edge of the area. Messi with the flick down the line, but it's...
Sevilla, Chicharito, and for Barca, Busquets and Rakitic.
Thanks for that, Amy. So, time and space just to lay the ball around. No real pressure actually going on. Calling for it once again, the number 10. Artur, Sergio Roberto. Luis Suarez pointing forward, but he won't receive it.
It'd certainly be very early, wouldn't it, for Lopetegui to bring his last sub on. Chicharito will position there, but the defender is a yard or so off of him. He should be doing better than striking that, blazing that high over the crossbar.
Medo having to deputise tonight. Here's Messi beginning one of those familiar runs, round one, round two, to a diagonal area.
Touches don't get away from Lionel Messi. Jourdain here on the edge of the box, not sure whether he can concede the cheek on. They're retreating, backing off towards goal. Jourdain is...
Minutes of the game remaining at the moment.
Valverde was a serious man that's always concentrating.
Messi was trying to set off along the edge of the area. Eva Banega
to see on the pitch. You're winning 3-0. You are in control. It isn't done and dusted yet.
So in the box.
Yeah, that's exactly what he is, and he would have taken one of those chances that have come the way of...
Well, and Gerard Piqué. It will be a short corner. Dembele to Messi. Back to the one change left to make in this game, and they have Antoine Griezmann. But here's Messi into the 20-year-old Uruguay under-20 international, Ronald Araujo, central defender, who has never played for the first team, but he's been called up. Sergio Roberto into Messi. Busquets back. Frenkie de Jong thought about back-heeling it back to Messi, turns, plays it to the Argentinian. Luis Suarez then backs. Didn't take one on there. I thought he was going to line one up as Rakitic, arm as you like, brought that ball under control, got it out from under his feet, found Messi, who just puts on the afterburners, moves away from his man.
Corners tonight, so it tells you the amount of attacking they've done at 3-0 down. But it never works though.
Messi up and over the wall. Oh, and this time he does get it right, and it's a wonderful strike. Thomas Vatsnik tried to get across, but was just unable to keep it out, and that is his 37th goal against Sevilla, and his record just goes on, and it's 4-0 to Barcelona.
But I think what we see
to that far side, Messi, Dembele coming short. Nelson, striker in your playing days, you said, "Oi, what are you up to?"
And in fairness to Piqué, he knows now Busquets.
Between those two games, the game when we come back and the Clásico, there is the Champions League as another shot comes in. Sevilla with all 10 players back, and there's a glorious ball for Luis Suarez into the area first. Tail of the tape.
You can see defenders getting back, so gets back onto the goal line. There's a... Barcelona can't play the sympathy vote because it's a young player making his debut.
Frenkie de Jong. Now Lionel Messi brings it under control, rides one tackle. Sevilla dropping back. Messi going.
Performance wasn't rewarded, Sevilla. I hope they don't get too despondent. It's been a good start.